Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Parul and in today's video we will be talking about intersectional feminism. Intersectional feminism is a type of feminism that embraces the rights and empowerment of all women and acknowledges the fact that women possess different identities based on aspects like race, class, gender and immigration status. The term intersectional was first coined by a black feminist, Kimberlé Crenshaw in 1989. As per Kimberlé, the intersectional approach emphasizes how people's social identities can overlap and compound problems of discrimination. These social identities include gender, caste, race, religion, and sexuality. Kimberlé studied various cases to analyze how courts refused to acknowledge the multitude of oppression of black women because of their race and gender. One such case was De Greffenmaid versus General Motors of 1976. In this case, a court in the USA ruled that laying off the black women from the company was not a result of any discrimination. There was no sex, gender discrimination as white women were still in employment at the company, and there was no race-based discrimination as black men were also employed in the company. The court refused to recognize and acknowledge the additional layer of discrimination faced by black women. Kimberlé stated that though white and black women are in single gender circle, the oppression faced by them are different than the experience of non-white women consisting of a combination of racism and sexism. According to Crenshaw, intersectionality affects the visibility of non-white women in three ways: structural intersectionality, political intersectionality, and representational intersectionality. Structured intersectionality focuses on how non-white women experience domestic violence, violence against girls, and rape differently than white women. The study of political intersectionality examines how laws and policies intended to promote equality have paradoxically decreased the visibility of violence against non-white women. Finally, representational intersectionality involves exploring how stereotypes shown and propagated by the media can enforce certain stereotypes and prejudices against black women and other women of color. The disadvantages of overlapping social identities created structural, political, and representational aspects of violence against minorities in the workplace and society. The first wave of feminists ignored the concept of racial inequality and focused on to concerns of white women. Even the second wave feminists focused on white women and largely ignored black women. But shortly after the term intersectionality was introduced in 1989, the third wave of feminism began to clinch its way to consider the issues faced by black and white women. It started to be more widely accepted during the 2000s when the feminists began to seek ways to understand how gender, race, and class combine to determine the female destiny. This theory later has been acknowledged for its part in creating gender equality. Kimberlé Crenshaw was the first person to coin the term intersectional, leading to the birth of intersectional feminism during the third wave. She is an American lawyer and professor. Her work on the oppression against African American women have shaped many legal discussions and have been accepted by feminists. According to her, intersectional feminism centers the voice for all the oppression faced by women and how it can be changed when the social identities combine. Since this term was coined, many feminists rose to support this theory. Beverly Guy Sheftall is one amongst them. She and her fellow friends contributed to creating Words of Fire, an anthology of African American feminist thought, a collection of articles that describe the multiple oppressions faced by black women in America from the 1830s till the contemporary times. Gloria Wecker is another feminist who supports this theory. She also pointed about how the oppression varied between black and white women. As per her, white women are often treated as emotional and delicate, while black women are subjected to racist abuse. In India, we see the role class, caste, and religion segregates the concerns of feminists. Like white feminists, many Savarna feminists have refused to acknowledge the additional layers of discrimination against women from a marginalized section. An example of the division in the rape of the Dalit women, that is Uttar Pradesh, many Savarna feminists insist not to make it a caste issue, while the fact is that the rape of Dalit women is both caste and gender-based violence at the same time. Another example is banning Muslim women wearing hijab or burqa from educational institutions. These women are being targeted for being Muslim and as well as a woman at the same time. And that's it in today's video. If you liked it, then do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching the video.
Like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon to never miss an update.